Okay, happy AM, y'all. Um, so one day after Christmas, December 26th, and the year 24, we are on Thursday. So today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we get through 6 more days and we enter the year 2025. How about that? And check this story out from the Associated Press. A major storm pounds California's central coast, blamed for man's death and partially collapsing a pier. All right. I'm going to read some of this. So, a major storm pounded California's central coast and this was on Monday, bringing flooding and high surf that was blamed for fatally trapping a man beneath debris on a beach and later partially collapsing a pier, tossing 3 people into the Pacific Ocean. The storm was expected to bring hurricane force winds and waves up to 60 feet as it gained strength from California to the Pacific Northwest. Some California cities ordered beachfront homes and hotels to evacuate early Monday afternoon, as forecasters warned that storm swells would continue to increase throughout the day. We are anticipating that what is coming toward us is more serious than what was there this morning, said Fred Keeley, mayor of the city of Santa Cruz, where the pier collapsed. Let's pull up the mayor. Santa Cruz mayor. All right. Here's Mayor Fred Keeley right here as I continue to read. In Watsonville along the Monterey Bay, first responders were called to Sunset State Beach, a state park, around 11:30 a.m. Monday for a report of a man trapped under debris. The Santa Cruz County Sheriff's Office believes a large wave pinned him there. The man was pronounced dead at a hospital. Other details were not immediately available, and his name has not been released. The storm's high surf also likely pulled another man into the Pacific Ocean around noon Monday at Marina State Beach, nearly 13 miles south of Watsonville, authorities said. And this is what the authorities say, okay? Strong currents and waves forced searchers to abandon their efforts roughly 2 hours later as conditions worsened. The man remained missing Monday evening. All right. In Santa Cruz, the municipal wharf under construction partially collapsed and fell into the ocean around 12:45 p.m. Let's show you this right here. Taking 3 people with it. 2 people were rescued by lifeguards and a third swam to safety. No one was seriously injured. All right, so let me open this up now. Let's get going here. All right, let me play this.
Well, we begin with another powerful storm taking aim at the Bay Area tonight. Good evening, I'm Ryan Yamamoto. We're already seeing downed trees and power lines and one huge problem along the coast. The biggest area of the concern is in Santa Cruz, where 3 people fell into the water today when part of the wharf suddenly collapsed. Firefighters say they had to rescue 2 people. The third was able to swim to safety. Here's a live look right now from Santa Cruz Wharf right now. As you can see, very foggy conditions. A lot of people out there looking at that pier where a 150-foot section did fall into the water. Yeah. This all happened around 1 p.m. Authorities say it was in the closed-off area near the Dolphin restaurant, which was slated for demolition due to damage from previous storms.
I can't say that this is terribly surprising. We have a wharf and a public roadway and businesses out over a mile of open ocean. And so we are taking this very seriously.
This most recent incident was another testament to the power of our changing climate. The planning for these potential incidents each year It's really blowing through our forecasts.
Well, thankfully, the 3 people who fell in the water did not suffer serious injuries, but witnesses say there were some nervous moments when a monster wave began approaching that wharf.
Look, let me
Well, we
show you
begin with
this. So look, what are the odds? Santa Cruz, California. You see this right here? Santa Cruz, California, AP, right? And you saw the Santa Cruz on the hats. And you saw the mayor of the city of Santa Cruz where the pier collapsed. What are the odds? Santa like Santa Claus. You see that right there? As Christmas is trending, and now we're one day after Christmas, right? And Christmas was Wednesday, and you see this storm pounded California's central coast on Monday, 2 days before. Santa Cruz like Santa Claus. Okay? Everything is connecting. Okay? And that's very obvious to see right there. Really, Santa and Santa Claus and Christmas is like the major story trending at the moment. Okay? And how about that? Now we're about to move into New Year's Eve and New Year's. And, I'm not saying this, obviously, there appears to be a storm there, right? But what are the chances we're going to get this Santa Cruz story right around Christmas, right? And not a lot of us are going to catch that. You know what I mean? I caught it right away, but sometimes these things get by me, okay? And I mean, that's just wild, though, isn't it? And look, it says major storm right away in the title. Notice how major storm syncs up with California and gematria. You get 65 in the reverse cipher. And look, Christmas, C. California, C. Central Coast, C. Collapsing a pier. Collapsing's got the C. Right? And I don't know if I put it in this breakdown, but what else with the C? We said Christmas, right? What about Clinton, Bill Clinton, the former US president, who has a fever trending? Another C. And what about Bert the crocodile, C, passing at age 90, the one who made the cameo in the movie Crocodile Dundee? Another C, right? And look at how weather just kind of syncs up with California here. Look at, a storm could create a flood, right? Look at flood equals 52, even like California. And flood's got that 25 even, which is the reverse. So you see California is just all lined up to get bad weather stories, it looks like, right? You see that? And we're about to enter the year 25 as well. Okay? Wharf equals 25, like flood. And again, flood 52, California 52. And this isn't a hurricane, but if you don't know, now you know. Hurricane also, you get those same numbers, 52. And look at, even hurricane has that 56. And they're not saying this was a hurricane, but hurricane still has that 56 right there, okay, which is that 65 reversed. You see that right there? So, bad news if you live in California, I guess, with these like weather stories. Again, not a hurricane, but you see how that still connects, right? Okay. Wharf right? And you heard him say wharf even in the story. And let me do this real quick. I'm not sure if I put the slide in here, but what is a wharf? Right here, a level quayside or quayside area to which a ship may be moored to load and unload. Okay, you see right there. I think I do have a picture in here. Let me open this back up. Okay, and right there again, California Sea, Central Coast Sea, collapsing sea, Christmas Sea, as we're one day now after Christmas. Okay, with this probably still trending. And there's the Bill Clinton stuff. And look, there's another C right there. Chicago Cubs trending. I covered that story. Sammy Sosa appears to acknowledge PED use and apologizes. Cubs welcome him back into the fold. So again, this all starts with the language, okay? And these letters and these words, they have the numerical values, and this is called gematria here. And I use the 4 ciphers to show you that. And it all starts with the language, okay? As you see these trending stories, and don't forget Bert the crocodile, which I dropped that video yesterday with his passing. I know I mentioned it already, but another C, right? And the storm was expected to bring, it does say hurricane force winds. Okay, so we do get the word hurricane in there. Okay, so you could add that 52 and that 56. For sure. And notice how Christmas was on the 25th even, to go with all those C's, and wharf and flood 25. You see that? Okay, and then hurricane 52 and 56, the reverse of 65, major storm in California 65. Okay, but look, winds and waves up to 60 feet. Look at how pier equals 60. We are anticipating that what is coming toward us is more serious than what was there this morning, said Fred Keeley, mayor of the city of Santa Cruz, where the pier collapsed. All right, so waves up to 60 feet. And in the reverse cipher, where, there's 26 letters, but Z would be 1, A would be 26 that way, right? Pier 60. Okay, how about that? And the mayor, Fred Keeley, you heard him speaking a little bit. Fred Keeley equals 48, like pier equals 48. And that 48 and 60 come together a lot when you're using gematria. Okay, the current president-elect, his first and last name equal both 48 and 60. When the first and last name combined, I don't want to say his name, but his name equals 25 as well, his last name, Trump. But when you add Donald to that, again, you get 48 and 60. And I've noticed you see the 48 and 60 a lot together when I'm doing these breakdowns. And you see the mayor right there of Santa Cruz, again, like Santa Claus, age 74. He's got the May 9th birthday. He's even born in 1950. Look, he's a Democratic Party. You see that? And you know what else starts with a D that equals 50? Donald equals 50. And notice this guy's born in May, the 5th month, like 50, right? You get the 5 in there, okay? Some of that was on the fly. Tony Elliott equals 48. You see him right here. I don't know, is he still in our article? He had a video. Look at Santa Cruz Parks and Recreation Department, Tony Elliott. Look at that. Tony Elliott equals 48. And notice he's got the 51 like the mayor, Fred Keeley. You see that right there? Wow, right? And I think I have the video of him speaking right here.
Today at about 12:45, the Santa Cruz Wharf was hit as part of this swell event with large waves, and we lost, we believe, approximately about 150 feet of the end of the wharf. So that included the restroom building, some equipment that was out there staged as part of the construction site, as part of the renovation of the wharf, in response to the last
Staged.
2 years of storms.
Personnel that fell into the water were rescued, 2 by our folks, 1 self-rescued. And there are no serious injuries involved in that, and we believe that everyone who went into the water is now accounted for and safe.
And it's possible that there's some kind of weather manipulation going on, right? I'll say that that's definitely a possibility. And look how it says estimated that about 150 feet of the end of the wharf fell into the water. 150. So you get that 1 and that 5, just like Fred Keeley, the mayor, and Tony Elliott have the 51. And that's how they spell it, with 1 T in Elliott. But 150, you get the 1 and the 5 still, okay? And there's a lot of numbers out there, all right? I mean, the chances of the mayor, pier, and Tony Elliott, right? Both their names and pier equaling 48. And then they come together with the 51 there. Come on. Right? Oh, there's that video again. But look, I'm doing this research and I notice that it says around 11:30 a.m. first responders were called to Sunset State Beach, a state park in Watsonville along the Monterey Bay. Okay? And I know that California became the 31st state on September 9th, 1850. Look at the anniversary, September 9 this year. Okay? It leaves 113 days in the year. And you see that 113 in the time that first responders were called, 1130, 11:30 a.m. And look, the 31st state. So you get the 3 and the 1 with California. And politics equals 113. All right? Politics 113. You get the 103 even. And look, you even get that 50. Remember, the mayor's born in the 5th month. And we had another. Oh, let me share the tab. My bad. The mayor born in the 5th month. And then we had another 50 in there. Did it say he was age 50 or something? But look, politics 113. BS 113. Look at, there's the 31. Remember California, the 31st state? You know, not true. Just to show you some deceitful words here. Not true 113. Not factual 113. Okay? Right? So just some examples there. Disinfo 113. Okay, so you see how that connects here with the story. And where's that 50? They said 150 feet estimated of the wharf fell into the water. Oh no, he's 74. He's age 74, but he is born in the 5th month. Right there. I thought there might have been another 50 in there. And look, there's more 13s. And 13 has been hitting a lot. Oh, let me fix that real quick. 13 has been hitting a lot still. We had that unlucky number Friday the 13th that hit not this last Friday, but the Friday before then. I think, right? Friday the 13th. But look, you get more 13s. The storm's high surf also likely pulled another man into the Pacific Ocean around noon Monday at Marina Beach, nearly 13 miles south of Watsonville, authorities said. Okay, and when you look down here, winds could peak near 80 miles per hour, same as 130 kilometers per hour, I think that means, and a high surf warning in effect until 10 p.m. Monday night, last Monday, right? Okay, so again, the Santa Cruz County Sheriff's Office believes a large wave pinned a man there, trapped under debris. The man pronounced dead at a hospital. Other details were not immediately available, and his name has not been released. Okay, and you see that 99 again. Oh, 1850 right there. You see the 31st state on September 9, 1850, and you saw the 50 with some of those political numbers, and Donald equals 50, just to show you with that connection. Not trying to enter that character into the story, but just to connect with the politics in gematria. And there's the thumbnail right there. I'll go back to the story real quick, and we'll open that up, and we'll just scroll down and just see if anything else pops. Keeley, the mayor, said that the section of the wharf had been damaged over time. The structure in the middle of a $4 million renovation following destructive storms last winter, about 70 miles south of San Francisco. And just goes on to speak of how it's a catastrophe for those down at the end of the wharf. Said David Johnston, owner of Venture Quest Kayaking, who was allowed onto the pier to check on his business. Let's see another pic. They look kind of scary, right? Okay, and they just give us paragraph after paragraph about the storm here. And that's it. I don't see no need to go. Oh, I see Beyonce is trending up there. Texans and the Ravens. What happened with that real quick? I know the Chiefs won. God, 31-2. And look, Lamar breaks the QB rushing record. A little off topic real quick. That was held by Mike Vick. That's not a coincidence, because Michael Vick's been trending. So now you see how Lamar Jackson breaks NFL quarterback rushing record. You see that? I might have to look at that. I mean, it's like a decode over already. You see what I'm saying? And ooh, there's that 31 we speak of with our breakdown right here. So, yeah, I just wanted to click on that real quick. That's not a coincidence, man, just to see how all of this stuff is trending. Now you see Beyonce up there. Performance highlighted, Netflix NFL debut on Christmas Day. And, with everything going on with Jay-Z, you see Beyonce gets off scot-free, man. You see that as she's celebrated here with this NFL event. And, you'll still hear rumors about her. But come on, man, right? Okay, so I just wanted to show you that real quick. So just a nice, easy breakdown, kind of a tragic story here. But I guess if you live in California, this is to be expected, y'all. And you saw by the numbers, right? So I guess that article is not going to pull up any better than that. It's all half cut off right there. So I'll just go back over here. So some undeniable stuff here, if you ask me. Oops, and I didn't fix that. So I'll just go back briefly like that. So yeah, a lot of C's, right? A lot of C's trending lately, big time, as you see right there. And then you see the 25s as we're about to enter the year 25. And Santa Cruz, come on, man, like Santa Claus, right? Are you serious? Santa Cruz like Santa Claus. and Christmas was on the 25th even. You see the 25s. We're about to enter the year 25. So I guess now we move on to New Year's Eve, y'all, and New Year's Day. And you see the Crocodile Dundee story up there with the death of the crocodile Bert, and you see Clinton C up there. Cruz with Santa. There's probably something else up there I'm missing. I already covered the Nissan Honda merger or attempted merger or whatever. I already covered that. So appreciate y'all. Major storm pounds California Central Coast. Not a coincidence that it's chosen to be a trending story. All by this code. Blamed for a man's death and partially collapsing pier. There's probably more here that I missed with the connections. But that's a nice breakdown for y'all. So hopefully you enjoy your post Christmas. As anybody going to work out there, it may be slow. Is there any people calling in to work out there? I'll probably go in. It should be an easy day. But shout out to y'all. I'll be back later with another breakdown. Until then, peace, y'all. Peace, happiness, positive vibes sent your way. All right. Until then.